Alongside me first is the captain armband wearer himself, Ojai Bedward, the Big 12 as you're dubbed. So Ojai, I think we got to talk about the psychological aspect of this game first. You wearing the captain's armband, you know most importantly how composure is a key facet to this game. How did that affect today's particular match, especially with that 1-2 scoreline against New York Renegades FC at one point?
Well, first and foremost, we have to give God thanks for the victory. However, in the game, when we were down, the coach keeps saying, be patient, it's going to come, because as you see, we create a lot of opportunities. We were knocking at the door, so we know if we continue to remain patient and play to the philosophy of the team, we will definitely get the next goal. And that happened, to our prolific goal scorer, Rances, But it was a very good game.
And continuing with the theme of composure, again, it was a very chippy game at one point that saw a handful of bookings as more and more minutes wound by, especially after the whistle, in which we had seen 2 red cards against the opposition today. How important was it to keep your cool, not only you specifically, but all your gladiators on the field today?
Yeah, definitely it was a crucial part of the game, as you see, even after the game, our red card has shown, so we had to be more professional in that aspect and know that, okay, we have to keep our composure, the game is still going on, anything could happen. If we got a red card, the game is lost, so we had to remain smart and we had to remain patient, and, it worked out at the end.
You said it yourself, patience did in fact pay off. 3-2 with the final scoreline. Ojai, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
And of course, you mentioned yourself, Ojai, about the prolific goal scorer, Rances Reneau, El Toro. So of course, naturally, this was his first game following his injury. Naturally, we want to know how he's feeling after scoring 2 goals. Rances, acabamos de ver básicamente tu regreso después de tu lesión. Y hoy marcaste 2 goles. ¿Cómo te sientes ahora mismo?
Pues primero que nada me siento muy feliz y agradecido con Dios porque de eso es lo que viven los delanteros. El presidente me da la confianza, me entienden mucho los jugadores, creen en mí, entonces trato de hacer siempre mi trabajo para ayudar al equipo y me gusta siempre irme a casa con mi gol y gracias a Dios se me dieron 2 hoy.
So first he wants to say that he is not only ecstatically happy, but he wants to thank God himself. And he also wants to thank not only Coach Boris for always having that confidence in him, but also his teammates for consistently believing in him. And he's glad that he was able to deliver, as he always wants to do, a goal at home. But today, he got 2 to his name. Ahora, Rances, vas a jugar también un partido esta semana contra Red Hook. Entonces, ¿cómo afectará esta calidad de partido, ofensivamente y defensivamente, cuando jugarán contra Red Hook?
La verdad que venimos mentalizados ya hace creo 3 semanas, venimos mentalizados contra el partido de Red Hook, entonces toda esta semana veníamos hablando también de que era muy importante para nosotros ganar hoy y ganar el siguiente partido del miércoles para ir con menos presión y llegar bien contra Braveheart, que es uno de los rivales buenos.
So I asked him how today's result, offensively and defensively, would affect the upcoming match versus Red Hook FC later this week. In fact, on Thursday, I believe, due to the makeup date. So Rances replied by saying that naturally today's game would affect the entire rhythm, that naturally they had gone weeks, I believe 3 weeks. Dijiste 3 semanas, ¿verdad?
Sí.
They had gone 3 weeks envisioning this game, mentalizing, if I'm allowed to make that word up, this sort of result, not only against today, but also against the upcoming opposition of Red Hook FC. And after that, of course, he did make a note, a special asterisk, I suppose, of New York Braveheart SC, one of the rivals, of course, of New York Renegades FC, and they will be playing in the upcoming match days themselves, and that will be arguably a title decider, and Rances knows it himself. But like he said, they've been envisioning this in their brains. They've been wanting this more than anything else, especially the positive result, and he's hoping to take away everything that was seen today, all these struggles and all these successes into the Red Hook match. Rances, muchísimas gracias y felicitaciones.
Gracias, bro.